Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, the strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. Executives over at the WB are thinking, hoping a name change can change their fortunes when it comes to their recent release starring Harley Quinn. What was once Birds of Prey and a stupidly long title they thought would be cute and mention Harley Quinn will now be known as Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Now I was going to do a video on the opening box office for the movie, noting how it fell short of expectations. That is, of course, U.S. expectations. Domestic, the movie pulled in just $33 million, well short of any DCEU film before it, but worldwide, the movie pulled in $84 million, and it's no surprise that in the latest commercials they are touting the worldwide gross as opposed to the domestic. Now, there are lots of theories as to what led to the disappointing U.S. numbers: the film rating, the notoriety or lack thereof of the main characters outside of Harley, marketing, etc. The Verge put out a report that said Birds of Prey isn't SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly. The Verge alleges that putting Harley's name front and center gives audience a better idea of what they can expect. But of course, I've seen multiple people on boards and stuff saying that, outside of Harley Quinn, the trailers, previews don't give you an idea of what to expect plot-wise from the movie, which I really don't have a problem with. I really kind of hate movies these days giving away the plot and the entirety of the movie, basically from Act 1 to Act 3 in the trailer. I hate that. So being left in the dark is not something I really have any sort of problem with. And of course, Harley is everywhere in the marketing. Doesn't matter what the name was, there's no doubt this was a Harley Quinn-driven movie. Apparently the name change will make it that much easier to find the movie on ticketing websites as well. Another industry insider went so far as to say the film's marketing campaign was a quote-unquote disaster. Apparently it didn't matter how many times we saw Robbie's made-up face or heard her say, "I'm Harley freaking Quinn," because the trailers or TV spots didn't do a good job of explaining the movie's plot. Many viewers stayed at home, which I, of course, just commented on. This latest maneuver aims to make up for that mistake. Now, some have compared this situation to that of Fox's Dark Phoenix, which bombed at the box office last summer. I disagree in some respects. The issues for X-Men started with Apocalypse, the quality or lack thereof, the time jump in that story, Xavier, Magneto, and certainly Jennifer Lawrence, Mystique, fatigue established problems right out of the gate. The fact that no one was really clamoring for them to take another whack at the Dark Phoenix saga after X3, those factors led to a crap reception for the movie, not just because it did not have X-Men in the title. Suicide Squad was met with very, very mixed reviews. I don't hate it myself, but the story largely sucks, and that climactic ending battle is an abomination, let's be honest. There were standout performances. One of them was Robbie as Harley, so I think people were fine seeing more of her. She is the it thing for DC right now, which is why she's prominent in the comics as an adult-themed animated show on DC Universe, toy releases, etc. It's not like people would not have shown up for a good movie on top of it being Harley. Now, was this a good movie? I've seen mixed reviews. Admittedly, I have not seen it myself, and I was not in a rush to do so, given that I am not as high on Harley as some people are. I didn't care for the actors, the costumes, and the use in the film, from what I've read in reviews and on boards, for Huntress, Black Canary, and Black Mask in particular. I'll wait to redbox it or maybe catch it when it hits cable. But if the film was better, I think word of mouth would help the foot traffic into the theaters to see it. Now, will a name change help? Remains to be seen, because I think at this point, word is out, the book is starting to be written on the film. It'll help that there's kind of weak competition at the box office, and it remains to be seen what that first to second week drop-off is. Now, I don't know offhand how much they spent on marketing, kind of what the breakdown is between what the studio gets versus what the cinema gets in the first week and second week and consecutive weeks like that. I really should find that out so I can kind of factor that into things. But even so, even if I knew that, it wouldn't exactly change my opinion on it. I think changing the name won't help. It's not going to change what is already kind of a mixed bag of a film going on all in reviews, those that praise it, those that put it down. It's a mixed bag. Now, did the rating kill some of the audience because you're losing that 13 and under, 14 and under, whatever crowd that's a fan of Harley's? Let's be real. A whole bunch of teenagers and underage kids have seen the movie. If they wanted to see it, they'll find a means to see it. We've all snuck into a rated R movie, been taken into a rated R movie as kids and stuff like that. It happens. We know that. So let's be real about that. I don't think the rating totally was a big of a factor as some people kind of subscribe to the idea that it is. But remains to be seen if a name change does something. I'll be anxious, like I said, to see the box office reports next week, and then we can kind of, judge it off of that. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey and the name change. What do you guys out there think? More importantly, let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on social media. That's flashing across the screen. Get at me there, get at me here. Backlog on videos. I feel like I'm living here in Seattle as opposed to North Texas with all the rain and stuff we've been getting. It's just been allergies and stuff kicking my butt. But that doesn't matter. You guys don't care about that. You guys want to geek out about stuff, and so do I. So I need to admittedly get better on kicking out some of this geek chatty content to you folks out there, and I will do that. I'll hit a stride, and then we'll be smooth sailing at some point here soon. But anyway, meantime, let us geek.